Well, Agnes Mouthwash, it's about a story about a girl who lived with her grandmother in a hut with a nut. And I wrote this when I went to Harvard. I shouldn't have been wasting my time writing such things. I should have been involved in deeper thoughts, but that's where Agnes Mouthwash came from, Harvard. Agnes Mouthwash and her grandmother lived in a hut with a nut. And for the sake of propriety, I add that the nut slept in the barn, grandmother slept in the attic, and Agnes Mouthwash slept in the fireplace. She was warm-blooded and loved it. One morning, the grandmother got up bright and early and said, "Nut, go out and milk the cow." Said the nut. "Very well then," said the grandmother, "Agnes Mouthwash, you go out and milk the cow." "Now," said Agnes Mouthwash, "I have yellow jaundice. I don't like to milk cows when I have yellow jaundice." "Oh dear," said the grandmother, "I guess I'll have to myself," and she did. Pretty soon the grandmother came in again and she said, "Nut, go out and bring in the buckets of milk." Said the nut. "Very well then," said the grandmother, "Agnes Mouthwash, you go out and bring in the buckets of milk." "No," said Agnes Mouthwash, "I have a goiter. It's hard to reconnoiter when you've a goiter. Won't anybody bring in the buckets of milk?" said the grandmother. "Not I," said Agnes Mouthwash. "Not I," said the nut. "Not I," said the slut, who happened to be looking in the window. "Oh dear," said the grandmother, "I guess I'll have to myself," and she did. Now all the time the grandmother was out gathering up the buckets of milk, Agnes Mouthwash and the nut were sitting on little stools waiting for her to come in again. And all of a sudden the grandmother came in again, all bent over from carrying so many buckets of milk. "Well," she said, "well," she said, "it's a nice day out, isn't it?" And Agnes Mouthwash and the nut just sat there on their little stools. Pretty soon they got tired of doing that, so they traded stools and just went on sitting there on their new stools. All of a sudden the grandmother started jumping up and down. Oh my. And she said, "Well," she said, "well," she said, "wow," she said, "who is going to drink the milk?" "I will," said Agnes Mouthwash. "I will," said the nut. "I will," said Freddie Toothbrush. "I will," said the slut. "I will," said everybody in unison. "No," said the grandmother. "I will. I am going to drink the milk, every last drop of the milk, even if it kills me." And she did. And it did.
And so am I. When the animals hold a parade by gum, I march in front, I beat the drum, boom, boom, boom. So do I. I'm a tiger. And so am I. When the animals hold a parade, you'll see one of them hitting the cymbals, me. So do I. I am a shrimp. And so am I. When the animals hold a parade, I blow the German harmonica as we go.